Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Tasha. I'm gonna do a tarot reading. First, what we've got off the jump. I cut it to the Emperor before I shuffle it. I haven't shuffled it. In the world. Okay, this is a new deck. Bee Tarot. I think it's really, really beautiful, and I got a thing for honeybees. So, alright, let's see what message could whoever is watching right now benefit from today. What message could whoever is watching benefit from today? What message whoever is watching could benefit from today? Prince of Pentacles. To me, what this card is looking like, the message I'm getting from it, is that your eye is on the prize. Clarification for Prince of Pentacles. The Wheel. So the wheel is, it's kind of like, it means change. The wheel is always moving, right? So maybe you're, all right, what I'm getting here is, I said first, your eye on the prize with this Prince of Pentacles, and the wheel is always moving, right? So you might have recently changed your perception about what the prize is to you, or what it is that you actually want. So maybe this is an example that if you were just focused so hard on relationship, you might have just finally had a realization that, let's let that be confirmation of why. Yeah. The four of jars is on the bottom, so like 4 of cups. Basically, you can see that he's not really focused enough on other things. Like, he's thinking about something and he's not even paying attention to what he's doing. So, that's just confirmation. I love that. So, if you were focused on relationship, maybe you took a step back from that, and it created space for you to be able to bring on new ideas and excitement about yourself, your life, in any which way. Okay, any other messages? What else? What else could my collective benefit from? King of Wands. So Wands is fire energy. As you can see, there's like flames coming up from these trees, and his torch, even around his head, whatever that headband is, he's got flames. So that's just like really confirming to me that whatever this idea is or new creation that you've come up with has major importance in your life. Wow. something's got you burning on the inside, like some kind of creative endeavor or something. Can we get any more on that? Clarification for the King of Wands. What does that fire represent? Seven of Jars. It looks like she's like kind of content, but she's looking off to the side and she's contemplating, oh, I don't know why this just came into my mind, but oh, what could I do differently today that I didn't do, that I haven't done? Or what's something exciting and also relaxing that I could do? You know what? This is really calling me to nature. So maybe you need to go get outside and be a part of nature. And you know what, Spirit, if they go outside, they get to be a part of nature, what are they going to receive from that? Five of Pentacles. Loss. Okay. Clarification. Eight of Wands. That's more of that fire energy, and Eight of Wands is like high speed. Okay, so loss to high speed movement to what? From loss to high speed movement to the sun. Yo, this one's so pretty. Look at all these different bees. But the sun, they say, is the happiest card in the deck. For me, like, what does the sun represent to you? For me, the sun represents peace, freedom. Wow. I've got right in front of me on my card ash is 333. That is confirmation if I ever saw one. So you're going to be moving from, go out and get into some nature, do something different. It's asking you to do something a little bit like different and out of your typical routine. Starting off with that Five of Pentacles, which is loss. Like, look at that broken jar and it's just spilling onto the floor. Into rapid movement of the Eight of Wands, resulting in the sun. So it might even be just like a realization. You might get in touch with your inner child a little bit more. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. I felt called to look at the bottom. Ace of Pentacles. Let me see exactly what that says in this book. This book is ginormous. Ace of Pentacles. Abundance, wealth, material gain. Okay. Confirmation. If you have recently embarked on a new project, job, or considering a physical relocation, that's what I'm doing in 2 weeks, then the stars are aligned to ensure that you are making the right decision. Keep your wits about you. Remember, this is the potential for all earthly things to come into fruition, but it is not given. In order for the abundance of this card to be made manifest, it will require work and effort. That's why I'm telling you, like, do something that's a little bit out of your norm. Like, that is, like, requiring effort from you in a way that maybe you're not used to having. It's requiring mental challenge. All right, anything else? But that's confirmation to, like, whatever that idea is that you're having, or that sense of desire for change. Yeah, it's time to do that. All right, you know what? Stop. Rebirth on the bottom, please. Please. Queen of Jars under it too. So that's basically telling me rebirth. You're going through a rebirth. With that, the Queen of Jars, she is a woman that is emotionally sound. Look how peaceful she looks. She's just chilling with her foot in the water, with her pot of honey. Vegged out, relaxed. I love that. Anything else? Trust your intuition and do it. Whatever it is, like, do it. Two of Wands. We get a little confirmation on this one. Passion. Oh, nope, wrong one. Two of Wands. Progression, decision, possibility. Okay. There's decisions that have to be made in order for you to progress and have different possibilities. If you're faced with two options, do not be incapacitated. This card asks you to be strong. My words are not coming out right. This card asks you to be strong and take dominion over your decisions. It does not mean you are leaving something else behind that will catch up with you later. Whatever decision you make is the right decision. You're not going to worry about what the other choice could have been. Whether this is career, job, this could even be relationship in a way. This could be that you're moving or you've been thinking about moving. And that's definitely the right choice. I know when you go, like when I go visit somewhere new or I'm in a different area, like new inspiration comes. That's why that brings up a really interesting point for me. I've never understood how people can just stay in the same place for their entire life. For me, that doesn't, there's like no way. Like how do you receive like new energy and things like that if you're always in the same place? Somebody new had to like move to town. You remember, like, that's in school, it was like always like, oh, like whatever, and then there's a new student, it's like, whoa, somebody new, because we're so used to the same people, seeing the same people every day, and then like everybody's interested in the new kid, right? Like, where did they come from? Like, whoa, there's more to life than I know. There's more people that exist than I know. You know what I mean? So this is telling you to, if you feel called to leap out of that space in which you're in the same routine, the same mundane every day, this message is telling me it's time to switch it up. Energy's stagnant and it wants to get moving, and that was that 8 of Wands too. Into the sun, like the 8 of Wands into the sun. Like once you make that decision and you really follow your heart with it, this is, they call it the honeymoon on here, but this is the Lovers. I'm covering them because they're nude. But that's like self-love. You making these decisions for yourself that you know is really beneficial and helpful to you. Self-love, honey. Honey. Oh, I'm so goofy sometimes. Okay, any last messages before I take it off here? Six of Wands. To me, the Six of Wands, she just looks like she's slowly guiding, trotting. I don't know those terms. But she looks like very peaceful, and she's just roaming. And then I also recognize that really bright. Like it's the sun is kind of like covered by the clouds or something. I have a feeling these clouds are going to disappear and that sun is going to shine right through. Bright right through. Ten of Wands. The completion of burdens. Like you've been like carrying a lot. Look how, so this is how bees bring pollen back to the hives. They basically, and I watched this in a documentary, they basically have this salivation that turns into a glue-like, and it might be a little bit like nectar or something, that they're constantly just packing on. How heavy that is. When they go into those hives, they're literally like on the ground, or like in the hive, like because it was so heavy and they're like carrying all this weight. They're so strong, they're so cool. At this time, you've been carrying a lot of weight, a lot of heavy burden, and it feels like whatever this decision is that you're contemplating, it's going to release so much of that heavy burden. I feel that, like I believe that. Wow. Anything else? Ten of Pentacles. We already had the Ace of Pentacles earlier, but now the Ten of Pentacles. That's also they say the completion, like the Ace is gonna be, that is wealth and everything like that. I'm not really sure why, I'll need to look into it, but I've heard that they consider Ten of Pentacles as even like more like the wealthiest. Let me look. Security, wealth, and contentment. You've reached a point of stability and security. The task has been completed. You have secured your home and it is stable. You are settled in your new job. You finished writing that book and sent it off. You finally decorated the living room and are happy with it. Whatever the situation, you are content with the result. You are entitled to that huge sigh of relief, satisfaction, and blissfulness. Take your wins. When you get the wins, please celebrate your wins. It's so easy to receive a win and just like, but as soon as there's a loss that comes in, it's like, oh, so much focus on it. I've done that plenty. That's what I'm saying. Instead of allowing that to take your freaking wins. I want you to like give yourself like little celebrations for your wins. Once you start doing that, you're gonna focus more on your wins, and your perception of yourself is gonna go higher. You're gonna feel better about yourself. You're gonna believe in yourself more. That's just on the bottom. The Ace of Jars. Abundance. Like, let's be real. Like, your cup is full. Seriously. Like, I could not ask for a better confirmation. Love, new relationships, productiveness. If you have recently encountered periods of self-doubt or other difficulties of an emotional nature, this card heralds a fresh start. Creative endeavors are being blessed by this card. Anything that allows you or the matter in this question to be expressive is given a new lease on life. So that's that. Whatever these two decisions are that you're contemplating right now, you're going to make the right decision. You are not going to worry about the past, whatever the other decision may have been, because you're going to make the right one. You got it. Lots of love. Now you the King of Jars too. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you have the most beautiful day, and I'm going to see you next time.